is in Syracuse. We had 3 inches of heavy snow, and that caused a postponement in this event. Then we got 8 inches of fluffy snow. I'm from Connecticut. I've never moved snow with a leaf blower until Monday, but I did, and they did here. Take a look at what they did from Monday on. Once it cleared, they got the track clean. They brought in students from Winston-Salem State, a couple of cup drivers, and even minor league hockey players to shovel it all away and clear the grandstands for folks to sit in tonight. We are delayed.
Delayed.
We're ready to go.
Well, they've done a great job.
Okay, you did it.
Preparing the
So
facility.
now we gotta go racing.
That has showed up tonight on a Wednesday night. I don't think anybody's expected to be standing here on a Wednesday night.
We gotta be snowy.
Snow.
Snow.
We're in for a heck of a show tonight. These guys are gonna bump and bang. We're gonna see some guys that go from the front to the back with the tire wear, so it's gonna be fun.
Now this race is 200 laps. At lap 100, they will take a halftime break with 8 minutes to work on.
Ready?
Ready.
Only
You ready?
I'm ready. Make noise. Make noise.
Overtime, and unlike the regular cup point races, the winner must take the checkered flag under the green flag for the clash.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Larson, how do you control this?
Ready?
You got to get out there, set the pace.
As the car's in.
And then you worry about
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Larson shows the
You're
outside.
in the start zone.
Next to William Byron. They come
Green flag is out. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing that.
Bowman Gray Stadium.
Oh, yeah.
And those two teammates, they decided, hey, we both want to be in this race. Kyle Larson, pole sitter, chose the top, and William Byron let him in. You see that left front tire on the 24. Under these cold conditions, very easy to slide the left front tire under braking. You want to do it as little as possible because that tire will create a flat spot and it will find it every time you start braking.
1, 2, 3. Larson, Byron, Briscoe. Hamlin and Gibbs, teammates, fighting it out for the 4th spot.
Yeah, we talked about last year about the speed in that 54 car. Joe Gibbs racing in general, but Ty Gibbs has had a lot of speed as he's gone through the end of the year. Now just looking to get his season started off right, was in the LCQ last year, didn't make the race. Now in a great position to be a contender tonight.
Now the 17 is Chris Buescher. He is the first Ford in this race. How long can he hang there and run on the outside trying to gain ground?
Well, these cars have proven, we saw it last year, we've seen it in this LCQ, they can run side by side in this little bull ring.
Yeah, and Chris Buescher had a really good car in practice. We saw a lot of speed out of Chris in that 17 car. Christopher Bell, we saw some loose end tendencies when that car would get under braking in the corners. So won't see much of that right now until we get 20 or 30 laps into this race to see what the handling characteristics are. But you see, Buescher up on the outside, able to keep himself in contention in that second groove.
Looking on from Christopher Bell.
And right now, these guys are being patient. We know that this is going to be a physical race, but you want to have as few enemies as possible as you go through the night. So you want to feel what your car is doing, understand everything that you have going on underneath you, and then you start pushing the issue after you see how your car is handling. So as we see this second restart after we get done with the first 100 laps, probably going to be a little more aggressive than what they are right now.
100%, you're seeing them sorted out now. As you saw Buescher get in line, he was looking for that line, couldn't find it, finally found the hole behind.
And there's the first car double wide, Joey Logano on the outside. He is back racing Carson Hocevar for 11th.
Yeah, right underneath him, right there, you see Chase
Right
Evans
underneath.
keep that gap as closed up as possible to not give Joey Logano an opportunity to get down up off the corner and gain that position on the inside lane.
On a track this tight, you have to be careful when you talk about getting down. If that hole's there,
Daytona 500.
Up off the corner, it condenses things accordion very fast in this little racetrack. That's what stacks them up and causes the wreck.
This track is a quarter mile around. The smallest track they run in the regular season, Martinsville, Virginia, is twice as big as Bowman Gray.
The preferred line is obviously the bottom groove, and as you see this aerial right here, you see that concrete on the bottom. You see guys have a little bit different strategy, wrapping the curb like do you see right against with that left front tire right there? Or do you go up in the middle of the corner a little bit as the tires get older? You see Chase Elliott back there, kind of have a small diamond and get a straighter run up off the corner. So you got to take care of the tires and try to keep that car as straight as possible up off the corner. So we'll see which strategy works the best.
And for some of these cars back here that we're watching right here, Bowman, these guys got to start getting in line and getting going. And they're trying to get some positions on because the leaders are going to be coming before you know it, and you'll get yourself mired back in a lap down. That's why it's always pressing on a track this small.
And that's the key for these guys in the back, to be able to get that track position as fast as possible. Because right now, Kyle Larson is only a straightaway behind the last place car. So lap traffic will play a major role in this after we get 25 or 30 laps into it.
Josh Berry, Daniel Suarez, and his new ride, the number 7. They trade a little paint.
Yeah, you see the 88 car right there, Connor Zilic, one of our bright new rookies that we have in the Cup Series this year, dominated in the Grand National Series last year. So it's fun to see a new driver come in with so much hype for Trackhouse Racing.
Without a doubt, this is the car on everybody's radar. We want to see what he's making.
Of the 38 drivers that tried to qualify for this race, the 2 with new teams this year made the show. And there they are, Zilic.
Right now, Daniel Suarez is in trouble. He's the last car on the racetrack, and he's going to be the first one in Kyle Larson's sights to go a lap down. So 100 laps doesn't sound like a long ways, but we just crossed the line for lap 20, and he's not far from going a lap down.
Kyle Larson has led more laps already tonight, 19, than in his Clash career combined prior to tonight.
Well, it shows you just how fast things can turn in this sport. Last year, Kyle Larson had to qualify his way through the last chance qualifying race. This year, on the pole, leading a bunch of laps early on in this race.
Byron, 3/4 of a second back. And then that foursome of Toyotas from Joe Gibbs Racing. Briscoe, Gibbs, Hamlin, and Bell. Buescher's 4. Wallace and Reddick from 23-11, and then Ross Chastain completes the top 10.
Yeah, we have a new compound on the left side of these cars, and that's what you're going to hear us talk about. That has created some more of this fall off. And I think these guys